else in the guide there that you want to comment on?
Well, the usual stuff. You know, every time I come on this show, I find here's another. I don't have to say it. There's another evil twin episode in this week's. Will Crystal be raped while Blake sleeps with her double? I mean, if you were being attacked, would that be the first thing on your mind? You know what I like about... You know, obviously, this is sweeps week. I mean, everybody knows that.
That's right. That's why we're having pig races.
That's right. Yeah. The big guess. This is the local TV guy from L.A. Look at this one. Mark Trank on the 9 o'clock news in L.A. porn video. Okay, now here's a shot.
Mark Trank?
Mark Trank. Now, a couple of pages later, here's Mark Trank again, back with more explicit sex video. That's on the 9 o'clock news. And he's got another one here, Tintillating Television with Mark Trank. Takes another look. But they do this. You ever notice when you watch the news when it's not sweeps week, it's always like the life of the American farmer, living in a deficit economy. As soon as it's sweeps week, suddenly it becomes, oops, strip searches at teenage girls' Catholic schools. Are they a phenomenon? You know, and then they have to...
How about you? Are you doing any television? You ever go out on these auditions for stuff?
I've read for a few shows. You know, since Moonlighting and Scarecrow and Mrs. King, they've started a lot of these adventure kind of comedy shows. Oh, I read for one for ABC called Gag Street.
Gag Street.
Yeah, in it, I play a young comic named Johnny Gag Street, whose parents were killed by hecklers. And he vows to use his comedy to fight crime in the sin palaces of Las Vegas. So it's kind of and it's got the comedy and the action adventure kind of thing. You know.
And you play Johnny
Gag Street. Yeah. Right. That's hence the title Gag Street.
Yeah. I hope that works out for you.
Again, we got our fingers crossed.
Yeah, well, good for you. Well, we'll do a commercial here, and then we'll be back with our friend Jay. Okay, Jay Leno is here, and Edward Woodward from The Equalizer is here, and we have pig races with a woman from Ohio named Judy Herbkersman, which I think is a great name.
Fabulous.
No, it's a good name, Herbkersman.
Well, I hope she just didn't change it when she got into pig racing.
Now, where were we? What were we talking about? News? What are we...
No, we're talking about for you... Well,
audition on television shows?
We talked about that already, but what do we see coming in on the plane this morning? James Bond, View to a Kill.
Oh.
Come on, what's Roger Moore, 71 now, this guy? I know they're looking for a younger, hipper Bond. Buddy Epson, very close to the role. I mean, do women still buy this? Come on. I mean, do men really feel they need a fur-lined iceberg that's really a secret submarine to impress them? I mean, it's kind of dated. I'm going back tonight, and... Oh, Rambo again. I saw it the last time.
I still haven't seen it.
You haven't seen it?
No, I haven't seen it.
Oh, my favorite line in the film is when Stallone says, or rather Rambo says, you know, it's funny, when you see acting that good, you tend to think the character is the person. Yeah.
It's seamless.
Yeah, you tend to think it's one and the same. Yeah. It's where Rambo says, the mind is the most dangerous weapon. Is that right, Rambo? Well, you better take a couple of these rocket launchers with you, pal, and maybe a couple of Bell helicopters, a few M16s. You want to be walking around now with a .22 caliber head. You know. They're doing Rocky IV, and surprisingly,
it's almost out.
Stallone is going to play a fighter in this one. Oh, stretch that acting instrument to the limit, huh? But you know what's interesting, though? I think, see, performers like Stallone, like Arnold Schwarzenegger, they've opened up the acting profession to a lot of people who couldn't get into it before when speech was a major requirement. Now, any cave dweller that can wield a tire iron in a public saloon is now a potential Academy Award candidate. You know, I think that's a good thing.
You know, Arnold Schwarzenegger was here about a month ago. He was a very nice guy.
Oh, he is a nice guy.
Very nice guy.
I work with him.
And he's marrying a lovely woman, this Maria Shriver on CBS Morning News.
Yes.
Yeah, she's
He's marrying her on the Morning News?
No, she's co-host of the Morning News.
Oh, I see, and they've just fit the marriage in, I guess, between the...
That's right.
I guess today's working couples, really, you have to make time where you can.
So now,
we were supposed to go out to eat last night, and of course...
Last night?
I mean, last time I was here.
That's right. Well, it didn't work out. I'm sorry.
You know who I went out with? No, went out with Seinfeld.
Don't do that noise again. What is that?
No,
Let me hear it again.
That's my fate. You know Jerry Seinfeld.
Do the noise again.
No, that was the noise again.
Now, what is that? What does that noise signify? What are we talking about?
That signifies disgust.
Disgust.
That's what it is.
All right. One more time.
Well, Seinfeld.
No, let me hear it again.
No, I'm not going to do it again. No, I refuse to do it again.
All right, you and Jerry Seinfeld, very funny comedian.
Very funny comedian, but king of the yuppies. You know, it's true. You know, Jerry, he can't. I want to go for burgers and fries. He takes me to this stupid Japanese theme restaurant. Mm-hmm. You know these ones where the guys cut the meat for you.
They cook at your table and stuff?
Yeah. You feel like a prisoner in some bad World War II film. You know. Another piece of steak, Yankee, bing. Then they bring out the guy with the two knives. You ever see this guy? I mean, he's sitting there. He's bouncing my meat off the two air conditioning ducts. When I saw a piece of my tenderloin ricochet off the urinal, that's it, pal. I'm out of there. I'm walking.
Now, Lewis like you had a prime table.
Lewis?
Yeah, Richard Lewis will be here.
You know, I love Richard.
Yeah.
Richard is the funniest man. We have to do something about the... Come on, Lewis always shows up in those Shelley Winters moo-moos.
Yeah, I know. He's very hip,
Where did you
stylish.
Get,
I don't know where he gets this stuff.
Let's see what he wears tomorrow night.
All right.
He bought this black jacket with fringe. He'll probably wear it.
All right. What are we doing here? Do we have time for... Oh, we don't have time for a What's Your Beef? You got a real quick What's Your Beef?
Oh, no, I don't have... Somebody asked me, what are you doing on the 29th?
Oh, stop it with these plugs. Are you just going to plug something now?
These are not plugs. I'm just going to show you that I was going to be at the Academy of Music in
that's
Philly.
enough.
And,
that's enough.
Sacramento, the 27th.
Okay. We'll be back after station identification. It's always a pleasure to welcome my first guest to this program. He can be seen tomorrow night in person at the Front Row Theater in Cleveland, Ohio. Please say hello to the hardest working man in comedy, Jay Leno. See you.
This is unbelievable.
Always nice to see you. What do you got there?
Oh, I'm in this. You know, these breakfast food companies, they jump on the latest fad. They jump on the hottest. Was it 2 years ago? They had that Cabbage Patch cereal and the Mr. T granola bar thing. Look at this thing. Just came out of the Gaddafi, the Barbarian breakfast flakes. Have you seen this here? Kind of a snap, crackle, boom kind of thing. I don't know.
Gaddafi, the Barbarian.
Flakes, yeah. Here's something. Again... What are we, barely 2 weeks into the new year, huh? Hollywood starting the new writers, a lot of new scripts, new people being brought in, new television shows, new movie of the week, David, read it. I can't read it, just read it. It's true. In the
Ann Jillian's news is that she'll tell that she'll star in a Warner TV movie as twin sisters, one evil, one good, of course.
Kind of a switch, huh?
The evil twin story again.
Yeah, it's a sad thing.
How you been? Did you have a nice holiday season?
Oh, boy, Christmas in L.A., huh?
Yeah.
Sitting around the pool, opening gifts, boy. Chestnuts roasting, a little more chlorine for the pool, honey. On an open fire. Jack Frost.
You get a lot of nice gifts?
Got a nice gift. My wife gave me a torque wrench, which is very nice. Now,
what do you do with a torque wrench?
What do you do with a torque wrench, Dave? Well, this is a tool that men use when they work on machines, Dave. How about you? What did you get? The Bill Blass facial applicator? Did you get that, Dave? Or maybe the Calvin Klein manicure pedicure combination kit?
I didn't get any of that. I had a very nice Christmas myself.
I had a nice Christmas. My Christmas is always marred by all those tree people. You know those? You have them here in New York. These people, I can't figure out what nationality they are. It's some kind of Middle Eastern, Nordic, Italian, Swiss. You know, they sell Christmas trees every year. These fresh trees. Fresh tree! It's fresh tree! You know, the thing's got one pine needle on it. It looks like it came from the petrified forest. And, of course, the worst part, this is what I love about Christmas. I like to wash my car, polish it, drive it down to the lot so a couple of high school kids can drop a tree to the roof, huh? Gouge those door seals with that cheap hemp. Get on the freeway with 10,000 other guys who have trees on their cars. I'm sure the Russians are looking at this through a satellite. Looks like some kind of movable forest. Some kind of secret weapon or something.
Now, do you enjoy the holidays pretty well? Do you go through this holiday depression at all? You always hear people whining about holiday depression. I guess it's a serious problem.
It is a problem.
Yeah.
Well, people say the same thing. You know, oh, we should keep the Christmas spirit year-round. The Christmas spirit doesn't even last until the day Christmas is over. I mean, look at the way you treat the tree. Remember the day you bought the tree? Oh, don't tie it too tight to the roof. Drive slow so the needles don't blow off. Plenty of water, a little sugar in the base. Don't make the screw too tight.
Keep it as fresh as you can.
Yeah, boy, the day after those gifts are open, get that fire trap out of here. I'm gonna burn the house down with that stupid thing. When do you take yours down? New Year's Day, Johnny?
That's right, New Year's Day. It's family tradition. New Year's Day, we take it down while we watch the parade. Take it right down.
Well, that's what we do. My mother and my brother and I.
Jack does the commentary on the parade. We take the tree down.
Yeah.
It's a tradition at our house.
I guess it would be a tradition.
Get up early, watch the parade, take down the tree.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to pad my part here a little.
You want to make it clear. But we would, New Year's Day, my mother and brother and I would take the ornaments, we put them away. My dad would take the tree, put it in the trunk of the car, wait till about, 10:30 at night, drive 2 blocks, throw it in our neighbor's yard, and get the hell out of there. Next day, our neighbor would trace that trail of pine needles down the street. You know, every year there'd be a fight, my mother in tears. You throw a tree in my yard? No, you didn't. Yes, you did. We're Shiites. We don't have a tree. Get the hell out of here. It was a horrible...
it's an ugly existence for a kid.
Finding out about Santa, that was the worst.
Now how old were you when you learned the truth?
See, I was about 5 or 6, but I found out the worst way. You know, most kids find out about Santa from an older brother or sister.
Or they just kind of grow out of it.
Or the big kids at school, there's no Santa. You shut up! You know, that kind of gut-wrenching.
Yeah.
I remember my mom took me right here in New York to Macy's. They had Santa's workshop. They had the reindeer, the house, the whole thing. About 1,000 kids in line. I was the next kid. I was the next kid to talk to Santa. And that little girl elf comes out with the sign, you know, oh, Santa's gone to the North Pole. He'll be back at 1, you know. And I'm thinking, 1? Geez, I can't wait till 1. I remember I was crying. My mom's leaving me out. And then I figured, boy, you know, if I burst through the door, maybe I can grab Santa in his workshop before he goes to the North Pole, you know?
Sure, yeah.
I'd go bursting through some workshop. There's a little elf. Her blouse is open. Santa's got her beard off. He's all over her. Santa!
Oh, my God. That's an ugly story,
It's an ugly
Jay.
thing for
Oh,
a
my
child.
God, that's terrible.
It's a terrible thing for a child.
Now, we gotta do a commercial here. Now, do you have, you know, yesterday was, of course, Elvis Presley's birthday. Do you have just a little, you do a great impression?
No, I don't do anything.
All right, well, think about it when we do the commercial. All right. We'll come back, and maybe he'll do a little bit.
Faddish, but they're delicious.
Now, the band sounds great as always. Plus, we have Mr. Sanborn with us tonight.
I saw him.
Can you do just a little something for Elvis?
Yeah. Actually, I saw one of my favorite Elvis films the other day, Spin Out. You ever see this one?
Yeah.
This is one where Elvis is driving a Cobra, brand new Cobra. What's this worth? $100 grand now? Some girl in a Sprite cuts him off. Cobra goes in a ditch, is wiped out, because Elvis unharmed. He gets out, he says, so you don't go to tan your heart, little league. Like this, you know. I think the insurance company would be happy with that settlement. But anyway.
That's it for Elvis? You don't want to do it?
No, I don't do Elvis. You always do.
He does.
All right, hey, we'll turn the car around right now. You know, my dad would say that every summer. My brother and I'd be screaming in the backseat. My father would say, hey, we'll turn the car around right now. We'll go right back home. Go ahead, Dad. We're 19 states from home, 2,800 miles. Turn the car around, Pop. Teach me a lesson. Cancel the reservations. Lose your deposit. Go ahead, Pop. I dare you. But I saw something. Again, this is the most depressing...
Holiday movies. Have you seen any holiday movies?
Holiday movies?
Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, well, before we get to holiday movies, this is even more depressing. I'm staying over here. I walk 8th Avenue. I see a porno shop. They have a sign that's been on the door, obviously for weeks. We'll be open all day Christmas Day. Can't we put this stuff away for one day? I mean, are there really people who wake up on Christmas morning going, geez, I'd like to buy some filthy magazines? Is there anything? There's one like that in L.A. There's one in L.A. When you drive, you've seen this, when you drive into the L.A. International Airport, you drive 100 yards out the airport, and the first thing you see is that huge sign. It says nudes from 7 a.m.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Imagine imagine going in there 7 a.m., some woman on the stage, nude, her hair and curly, she's cooking eggs. Billy, get on the bus stop. Hey, your sister! Japanese tourist, his head in his eggs.
Yeah.
But holiday movies.
Holiday movies, here we go.
Well, let's see. Interesting. I don't know what holiday it's supposed to be. Rambo, Commando. I mean, it's like Armistice Day movies. But anyway, one of them. Oh, here's one like Clue. This is interesting to watch American film-going habits. Here's a movie, Clue. This is one movie that had 3 completely different endings.
Right. 3 different theaters carrying the movie. Each had a separate ending.
Each had a separate ending. Yet the movie didn't do particularly well. On the other hand, you have a movie like Rocky. He has 4 different movies that all have the same ending. You know, this is what Americans think. See, to me, the thing that annoys me, I mean, these movies are so violent. I mean, kids are immune at this point. Kids, they're so sophisticated. My wife and I were in the theater the other night. 9-year-old kid sitting in front of us, by himself. Now, when I was 9, were you allowed to go to the movies?
Probably not, no.
My mother always said the same thing. I'll sit right behind you. No one will know me. Call attention to it. Yeah, what other 42-year-old woman's going to be hitting me in the back of the head? Anyway, my wife and I are watching the previews of coming attractions, and it's another one of these slice and dice movies, people getting stabbed, and they have this scene. This is the scene. They show a cheerleader walking down the street. Maniac comes up behind her with a chainsaw, cuts her head off.
Yeah.
They show the head rolling down the street. The 9-year-old kid in front of me goes, "No, that's fake." Fake? You're only 9. What do you want? Real heads rolling in the street? It's got in for $1.50. See, I think there's a correlation between these horrible sex crimes and these movies. I mean, people see things in these movies.
Seems like there might be, sure.
Well, I mean, we've always had sex crimes. I'm not being naive, but let's be honest. I mean, years ago, movies were pretty naive sexually. There wasn't a lot you could emulate.
Right.
I mean, you ever watch those old westerns where the meanest, roughest gang would ride into town? They'd kidnap the sheriff's daughter. They'd tie her to a pole. Then all the men would line up and kiss her. Maybe the real demented guy go, like, stop it, you know, kind of tough thing.
Jay, we have 30 seconds here. What's your beef? I know there's something you always want to get off your chest.
Well, but it takes longer than 30 seconds.
Try it.
Well, all right. This is something. Now, everybody does this. Now, I think everybody sings when they're alone. Don't you sing in the elevator? You sing in the car, possibly? Except you, Robotron man. You don't do any of these things, do you? I think most people, most humanoids sing.
Robotron.
But see, it's interesting when you're alone. I mean, when you're in a crowd, you're walking down the street, you're trying to sing something hip, you know. I mean, you try to sing a Springsteen song or a Prince tune or something. But when you get alone, your mind will automatically revert to the lowest common denominator song possible. This happened to me the other day. I'm in Chicago. I'm late. I get in the elevator. I'm on the 13th floor. I don't see this guy standing in the corner. I just don't see him. You know, I get in the elevator. I press lobby. I think I'm by myself. You know, right away you start singing. You know. Oh, let me tell you a story about a man named Jade. How you doing? Yeah, I'll get off on 11. I'm going to walk down.
Yeah.
Now, did you mention that I'll be in Montreal?
See, now, when you're Robotron, man, you don't make jerky mistakes like that.
That's right.
Now what? Is this plug time?
No, I play other countries as well. I'm going to Canada.
Where's the list of this plug? You're going to be in Cleveland on, all we have here, Jay, is you're going to be in Cleveland.
The front row in Cleveland
Front row theater tomorrow.
Montreal Saturday, and then Bates College in Maine on Sunday.
Oh, good.
Then I go to Chicago to shoot my special.
Doing well for you. Okay. Jay Leno, ladies and gentlemen. We'll station that identification. We'll be right back. My first guest is a terrific comedian, a good friend. He can be seen on February 7th at the Celebrity Theater in Phoenix and on the 8th at Clues Hall in my hometown of Indianapolis, Indiana. Please say hello to Jay Leno. What do you got? You got a sandwich here.
Oh, I got a roast beef sandwich.
Roast beef sandwich and
I
a
got
beverage?
this downstairs.
Yeah.
This is something kind of interesting, these things. Sandwiches, you ever see these things?
Those are little cocktail toothpicks.
Well, I always wonder, who makes these? You know, I mean, who makes these? I mean, is this the kind of thing you take pride in what you make? You know, I mean, is there a guy somewhere in an assembly line, he just sits there? Morelli, come here. Is this your work? Look at Cremus. Cremus, come over here. Look at his work. Get back in there and do this thing correctly. You know where these are made? You know where these are made? I asked the guy at the... Look, it broke. It broke.
Yeah.
I asked the guy at the deli, you know where these are made?
No.
America. This is what we make. We used to make steel, David. Huh? We used to make now we make these. What's the American industry going to move into next? Little bamboo umbrellas for Mai Tais, maybe? Something like that?
Now, wait a minute. Before you get completely nuts, look at that. Have you ever seen it?
Yeah, it's a perfect example.
Yeah.
There you go.
This is like a sledgehammer, and it breaks when we try to bust up the breakable
It's like
glass.
Abe Lincoln's axe. You know that story? It's its third head and its fifth handle, but it's Abe's axe.
Yeah.
You know. There you go. That's a beautiful... Oh, gee, Dave, I'm sorry. God forbid.
How you doing? I know you came in last night.
I came in last night. When did you call me last night?
We booked you, I believe, in August for tonight's appearance.
No, you called me last night at 10 o'clock in Los Angeles. You know, it was so funny. I was looking at TV Guide.
Watching TV Guide.
When you called, and I said to myself, where is it? There's an ad here for David's 4th anniversary special.
That's right.
And it has Bill Cosby.
See, we taped it on an airplane. Yeah.
Oh, you taped it on an airplane. And I said to myself, well, gee. Dave is stuck for guests. Why didn't he call his good friend Don Johnson, huh? or Ted Koppel, Tom Hanks? Your real friends wouldn't come in the last minute's notice. But Jay, can you come? You're not on the special, but can you fly in?
Well, I tell you what. You still could be on the special. We'll see how it goes tonight.
Well, all right. I guess it'll be. Oh, here's something I don't want to miss. Coming on next night, Kung Fu the movie.
Yeah.
Gee, you think he's gonna beat up any morons in this one, huh? But I noticed in this week, NBC #1. Did you read about that?
No, I didn't see that, but we're all quite excited about the success of the network. Yeah.
Miami Vice, top show. You like this show?
Yeah.
I like it. I mean, let's face it. It's essentially Charlie's Angels without the estrogen, really. When you think about it. But I like it. It's a good show.
Now, you normally working. You spend a lot of your time on the road working clubs. What's the worst club you ever worked?
I'm on the road, David.
I know you.
See, I'm not like one of these ROTC comics.
Yeah.
90-day wonder. You walk into a talk show. I'm out there on Pork Chop Hill.
I walked into a talk show.
That's right, pal. I read in Newsweek about all the shows you had before this one.
I had some shows, sure.
What was this one here? Oh, here's the one I wanted to know about. Ooh, this tastes funny. What was that show? What was that one? Yes. And Slap 'em Silly. That was another one. What was that? What was that?
I don't...
Slap 'em Silly. That kind of thing.
That was a good show. It's an early, I think George Slaughter had that. We never really came together, so we did a pilot, and that was pretty much it.
You know the worst? Well, see, it's not that the clubs are it's not the worst, because the people are coming nice, but they're strange. What was that? A while ago, a guy books me, Charleston, West Virginia, Mr. D's Delicatessen. He decides to...
It sounds like a hip place for comedy.
Decides to make it a comedy club.
Yeah.
And it's a delicatessen.
Right.
But he puts up a little stage, and I go in there. And the audience was nice. They were nice, but again, it's one of these situations where it's Charleston, West Virginia, which is a coal mining town.
Right.
So when people in the audience would just cough, they do that. You know that kind of hag? You're being on stage. You know, that screeching.
God.
And plus, the people are sitting in booths.
Uh-huh.
See, the guy didn't change the seating of the room for comedy. They were sitting in booths.
Yeah.
Like an adult. So I'm on stage, so all I can see from my point of view is this, you know. You know, just the tops of people's heads.
So you didn't care for that?
No.
But other than that, you don't mind working out there. It's a lot of fun for you.
I like it.
Any problems with working on the road?
No, I like traveling. You know me, I like the clubs.
Making plenty of money, too, I know.
Oh, yeah, making big dough. Yeah.
No, you are. I know you're making good money.
Please, I'm sorry, Mr. Lano, the check bounced there. We'll have it for you at the next town. Yeah, sure. The place, you know, I tell you, I was in Indiana again. I was at the University of Notre Dame. And I saw a great way to make money. I was doing a college there, nice college. I walk around the campus because I got there like 11 o'clock in the morning. And I go in the college bookstore. I'm talking to this guy who sells textbooks to the college.
Sure.
You make billions doing this. You know what you do? Because each year they sell the new revised edition. I'm not kidding. The guy shows me a book. This is a real book. Basic Latin, 38th edition. The language has been dead for 2,000 years. What's new in Latin? What, we got an English word for McNugget now we have to put in there?
Okay, we're going to do a commercial. We'll be right back here with Jay Leno, folks. Plus, we have Talking Birds tonight. is here, finishing his roast beef sandwich.
Boy, that's American beef, you can tell.
Have you ever in your life eaten a roast beef sandwich without having
beef sandwich
without having to do this at some point? Oh, geez, what the hell is this?
Yeah. That's the problem. They're working on it now.
How's your family?
Family is good. My mom read your article in the parody issue of Newsweek.
No, see, that's an actual issue of Newsweek.
You know what's so funny? My mom read the thing, and she, she collects all this show business nonsense now.
Does she really?
Yeah, she follows it. You know, and she read that like when John Travolta made it big, he bought his mom a mink coat,
sure.
and Henry Winkler a new house for his parents. And so she called me the other day from Boston. She said, especially after this came out, and you gave me a nice mention. She says, "Oh, gee, it's real cold in Boston.
Yeah.
The snow is real deep.
Yeah.
And she's dropping all these hints. And I had a pretty good year this year, and she's been a real good mom. So for Valentine's Day, I got her a little snowblower. It's not a new one. It's got a blown head gasket. I mean, she can make, what, $15 doing driveways, which is good money for a woman in her 70s. Really. But they're good.
Does your mom like me? Does she have a favorable opinion of me?
Yeah, she likes you very much.
We met a long time ago.
Yes, you did meet my mom a long time ago.
Lake Tahoe.
Thought you were a nice young man.
Well, I am. Yeah.
Yep, they're doing fine.
Yeah, that's good.
They were just out to visit me, which was nice.
Out in California?
Yeah, but my mom, again, I don't know, you want to take them around and show them stuff. My mom, she sings things, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I guess I don't.
We're driving in the car. She won't just complain, it's that little irritating shrill. I'm driving the car. She's in the back seat. My dad and I are in the front. I'm saying, "Oh, look, Dad, there's where Jimmy Stewart lives. And maybe we'll go to Beverly Hills and I'll show you some of the famous things." My mom's in the back. "We can enjoy it, Ma, if you weren't speeding." "What is it, Ma?" "Nothing, nothing." That kind of... Now, there's the Santa Monica Pier. There's a stop sign. "What, Ma?" "Nothing, nothing." I see the sign. I saw the sign, Mother. I said nothing. I said nothing. And my dad is not a traveler. My dad likes to go to Sears. This is his idea. I call him up. I'm trying to get him out. I say, "Dad, come on out. After Christmas, you come out. Come on, I'll show you Beverly Hills. It'll be nice. We'll go to the beach." "Yeah, how's the paint department out there?" Other people want to meet Joan Collins. My dad, Lady Kenmore is my father's idea of a celebrity. Now, there's an interesting. Whatever happened to Roebuck? I mean, now when it used to be Sears Roebuck.
Sears and Roebuck,
talk about your partner screwing you out of your half of the business. Yeah. See, Roebuck takes a 3-day week, comes in on Tuesday. "Where's my name?" "Get there." "I'm Roebuck. I tell you to get there." There's Sears over in the corner.
It's ugly. Now, we have about a minute left. Do you have anything you want to get off your chest tonight? Do you have anything you want to air? Yeah, do you have any?
Yeah, I like Warren Green. How long has he been doing these Outpost things, huh?
15 years.
15 years. How many Mercedes can the guy drive, huh? And he always gives you those stupid dog statistics. This dog is 7, and that's 1,000,000 of our years. Yeah, sure, there's one right here, huh? The dog was born 7 years ago. The dog is 7. Case closed. Am I an idiot here? The earth doesn't move faster for dogs. I'm 35. 70 years ago, I'm 28. How the hell can a dog be 180 years older than me? I think you guys got a screw. You ever see a show Bonanza? The guy got 3 sons. It never occurred to him. None of these kids even look like him. One kid is 6'9", weighs 800 pounds. The other's 5'2", could be gay, I don't know. He's got another kid that's bald and older than him.
Yeah. What was this? What was this? What is this? What was this for Lauren?
That?
What is that for Lauren?
Well, that's an Italian gesture.
Yeah, but Lauren's a friendly...
gesture of greeting. No, he's a lovely man.
Where, I lost the card. Where are you going to be? You're going to be at Clues Hall. When are you going to be there?
You lost the card. He's lost now, ladies and gentlemen. He can't go on. He has no card.
I wanted to tell him where you were going to be appearing.
I'm going to be in Phoenix.
It's different when it's plug time, isn't it, Jay?
It is different on the plug time. Find that card, damn it. No, you mentioned it, too. And then,
Clues Hall, and then you're going to be at the Comedy Magic Club in Hermosa Beach.
Friday and Saturday.
Friday
and then on Sunday, I'll be in Minneapolis.
Well...
at the Orpheum, which is a nice town.
God bless you and your family. Nice to see you again. Jay Leno, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back after station identification. this is pretty serious stuff here tonight, folks. My next guest is appearing in concert this Saturday night here in New York City at Carnegie Hall. Please welcome a very talented gentleman, our friend Jay Leno. Jay!
This is Tim the street urchin. He'll be my valet at Carnegie Hall. Thank you, Tim. Oh, Tim, you know that big goose that's hanging in the window of the butcher shop downstairs?
Oh, you mean the one that's as big as Mr. Letterman?
Boy, he's a clever boy, isn't he? That's right. I'll tell you what. You get it to me before the end of the show, and there'll be half a drachma in it for you, all right?
Oh, boy!
All right, son. Fine, boy. You know, I know...
Wait a minute.
I know... What?
Half a drachma?
Half a drachma. That's
Now, what denomination exactly, what currency are we talking about here, drachma?
a drachma?
Yeah.
It's a lot of currency. It's a lot of money.
What would that be roughly, say, in United States American
That would be
dollars?
about $5.
Oh, so that's very generous. So he'll
it
be
is.
getting $2.50.
That's right, normally, but if he gets it, again, it'll be an entire drachma.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Now, I notice, I know you don't play Carnegie Hall. I notice
No, I
you
haven't been
enjoy
asked to play
the
Carnegie
rather
Hall.
what do you call the ballroom there, the bawdy songs and the ribald stories, that kind of thing.
Yeah, that's pretty much what we do here.
You know, it's interesting, when the Carnegie Foundation first called me
Oh,
about,
they called you themselves?
well, about playing Carnegie Hall, of course. You're contacted by the foundation. You know, I had a conflicting date at the La Scala Opera House in Milan.
Oh, I didn't...
Yes, well, fortunately, the owner of the La Scala, Vinnie Mancuso, said, yo, for a C note, I can blow you out of the date. You know, so it worked out all right.
blow you right out of the gig
Yeah, right
there
out
for
of
a
the
C
gig,
note,
yes.
yeah.
So you'll-
Now, how do you compare a C note like to a drachma? How
Well,
many
a C note,
drachmas?
again, well, a C note would be, well, would be 20 drachmas.
Now,
Again, when you travel around the world as much as I do, of course, changing currency is the
Oh,
least
yeah.
of your problems.
now, this is an exciting moment in your career, actually coming to New York City to play
That's right,
at Carnegie
Carnegie
Hall.
Hall.
Is your wife going to be in attendance?
Mrs. Leno?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, she'll be with me as well. Going on 6 years of marriage now.
Congratulations.
Well, you know, see, I like being married. I was never good at dating.
That's what I heard.
Huh? Yeah. Well, you know. Well, you know what it is? See, now, I admire people that can break up with other people like that. They just go, it's over, boom.
Yeah.
I was one of those people, I always felt I had to kite. Oh, honey, well, look, rather than just break up, why don't we still go out? But, like, you can see other people, and I'll see other
Yeah, that
people.
doesn't
You know,
work.
and you think, oh, and then she goes, well, okay, we'll do that. And you think, oh, well, that worked out great. You know, gee, this is fine, you know. And then a few weeks go by, nothing is said. Then you'll be sitting in a nice restaurant somewhere. Honey, will you pass me the salt? Why'd you get your little slut to bring you the salt? Oh, thank you. Waiter, check, please. Why'd you get your little slut to bring you the check? Oh, you're sitting there with a dessert fork and you're like, waiter, waiter, you little slut. Very embarrassing.
Yeah,
Yes, I
well,
think a clean break is
Yeah.
better.
Well, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
It's darn difficult. But anyway,
Really.
your wife's a lovely woman, and congratulations.
Why,
and
thank you.
it'll be nice to have her in New York City.
yes.
I know how the folks. Are they going to come?
Oh, Mom and
come
Dad
down
Leno?
from Boston?
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, they'll be coming down via Conestoga wagon. They'll be down for the weekend. Well, it's fun to have the folks come down. You know, see,
Well, they should be very proud of you.
See, here in New York, we get the old round folks, you know, little round moms, that little iron tank model from Eastern Europe, you know. California, the moms, you know, they wear halter tops and, you know, that kind of thing. Grandmothers there with names like Bambi and Muffin, you know. Here in New York, you get the kind of moms that iron socks, you know what I'm saying? They iron the toe of the socks in case your shoe falls off someplace important. People know you come from a good home. That's a very important thing there. But it's nice to have them come down. My dad will be coming along.
How old's your dad?
Angelo.
Yeah.
75.
What's his name?
Angelo.
Angelo
That's a
Leno.
good Italian
Yeah.
name.
Yeah. Now your mom's Scottish and your father's Italian.
Right.
Yeah.
right.
Okay.
Which is not. And I saw your mom on Parents.
That wasn't my mom. That was an actress.
Oh, was an actress
Yeah,
playing?
yeah.
Now, was your mom
My
pretty
mom
strict?
refused
Now, was
to
she
come.
strict? Was she strict? Obviously not as a child.
No,
The lack of discipline, the
I think
aberrant
they were-
behavior, the erratic.
the aberrant behavior.
Aberrant behavior,
Yeah.
yes. When you work Carnegie Hall, these are the kind of words one uses.
No, I guess it was.
You never got the mom's silent treatment?
Is that?
You know that kind of thing where you have to
Oh,
go
did
to
I
your
ever
room?
get the
Yeah.
mom's silent treatment?
We have to think about what you've done.
Yeah.
See, I don't mind it so much. My mom would come in the room and she'd like dust around me, you know. And the worst part would be when your mom would start singing, I wouldn't want to be in your shoes. know what you're doing. I had a son once.
No, that's no good.
No.
No, did you see the big telecast last night?
the Oscars?
Around the world, 1 billion
Yeah,
people.
you know, I like the Oscars. I'm glad for people that won, but I wish they wouldn't do production numbers on movies that don't have production numbers. You know, like Chorus Line, I don't mind. You know, when they have a production number for Witness, you know, that kind of, oh, those Amish, are they farmish? They're just I like the assumption that people don't understand anything that's going on. Like they have Huey Lewis in the news. Now, tremendous rock star, tremendous moment. Do we really have to hire gyrating teenagers to do the frug in front of them? I mean, you know, are the real people sitting home going, oh, apparently this looks like some kind of rock and roll number.
But overall, did you like the telecast? I thought Robin Williams was very funny.
Robin was very funny. Frank Boom Boom Valenti, whatever his name. That was very funny. No, Robin is good. Robin is always good. Robin is always good. Now, did you watch as well?
I watched the entire show.
You did. Now you watched the whole show?
I watched the entire, yeah. I had room service and watched the whole show.
Room service in your home?
No, not at my home.
Oh, you weren't home last night?
No, I wasn't home last night.
Oh, so where were you?
A lot of personal problems. I tell you what, let's do a commercial here, and then we'll come back and we'll continue visiting with Mr. First Nighter here, Jay Leno. Oh, there you are. We'll be right back. Jay Leno is back here. Did we mention it's Saturday night at Carnegie Hall?
Saturday night.
Sold out, big success?
Just about. And tomorrow, Wilmington Opera House in Wilmington, Delaware.
The Opera House.
Well, thank you very much. Obviously a patron patriotti. Patron of the arts.
Yeah. No, you know, I saw you were kind enough to let me see your cable television program. Special that you're doing for what operation is it?
For Showtime. We did a...
These operations are all on their last legs, by the way.
Well, I'll tell you, it's a little different cable show.
It's a great show.
Well, it's clean, which is unusual. This is the first time cable's experimented with anything clean.
But for people who are accustomed to seeing you do your stand-up or on this show or other shows...
Well, there's some stand-up in it, but it's essentially a docu-comedy, Dave. It's a gag-u-drama, I guess you'd call it. It's pretty much...
Gag-u-drama.
Gag-u-drama, packed with infotainment.
Infotainment.
Infotainment is the key word of the 80s, essentially.
This is the kind of stuff those GE guys will be talking about when they get in here.
Well, what it is, you know, it's called The American Dream, and I thought we should have some kind of a theme with it.
And you go around the country?
We go around the country talking to Americans about what they do, and we have a clip here, I guess. And what we did was we had talked to a bunch of immigrants. We went down to an actual swearing-in ceremony and asked people the real questions on the immigration test. And these people are from, like, Israel and China and Norway. I mean, everywhere. They hardly spoke English, but they got every question wrong. Right, rather. I mean, 19th president. No. So then we figured, gee, maybe we should go out on the streets of Chicago and talk to people who look like they've done well in America.
Citizens born in this country.
And ask them the same questions.
Yeah.
And this is...
Okay, what's the name of the show, Jay?
An American Dream.
An American Dream, Jay Leno, coming up on
Showtime.
Okay.
There are those who feel our border should be closed to immigrants, that we're overcrowded. Still others feel the border should be wide open. Immigrants are the lifeblood of this country. Is there a middle ground? I'm talking with Colonel John Herrera, who's head of a new pilot program. Colonel, what is the program? How does it work?
Very simply, we randomly select citizens off the street who appear to have benefited from having lived in America. We ask them a question from the Citizenship Handbook. If they fail to answer correctly, we deport them.
Oh, I see. So to balance the drain on the economy and the new people coming in, we merely deport those people who the government feels no longer deserve to be here.
They don't deserve to be here. I think you'll see what I mean and select a citizen off the street. Sir, please step this way. Come right over here.
Yeah, fine.
How are you today?
I'm fine, thanks.
Enjoying your life here in America?
Yeah, sure.
Good. Would you please tell me who the 19th president of the United States was?
I don't know, Andrew Jackson?
Sorry, that's incorrect. Would you please step in the van, officer?
What do you mean?
Show my hand. Step in my way.
Hey, what do I do? Hey, let go of me. What is let go of me? Hey, what are this thing for? Hey, come on. Hey, come on, you guys.
Not a bad idea.
He'll study up now. You can bet he won't fail the next test.
Oh, now where was that guy off to?
I don't know where he was going. It was...
No, I mean once he is in the truck. Guatemala, Honduras?
Guatemala. Again, there's a choice of places.
Anyway, it's a very enjoyable program.
It should be fun. That was Kevin Rooney is playing the Colonel.
Now, we have a couple of minutes left. I know you always have something that's burning through your soul. You want to get it off your chest.
You know, this is one I heard. I actually heard this 2 days ago on the radio. 7-Eleven's got this great deal. You know about this? Have you heard this? Come in for a cup of coffee, and if it's not fresh, you get it free. What are we doing here? Saving people a trip to the dumpster? Huh? They're going to throw in some curdled milk, maybe a rancid donut, too, to go with it. Oh, and I love, you know, see, my thing, this is great. I love it when companies get very moral in their advertising. You seen these ads for Dow Chemical? They show the kid graduating college. Gee, when I get out of school, I can go to work for Dow and stop world hunger and eradicate illness. You know, they don't show you the kid's first day on the job. Where's the new man? Johnson, come here, listen. That Stop Hunger, Eradicate Illness program, yeah, that's been put on hold. We want you to work on the new death gel we've developed. Kind of a napalm in a tube. You'll,
The death gel.
the death gel, yeah, you'll be on a commission basis, so push on this one. You know, oil companies.
Death gel.
Death gel. You know, oil companies are great for this, too. You know, whenever there's any one of these stupid, bogus oil shortages, they give you those stupid 3-color brochures, 50 ways to save energy. Hey, come on, gang, 25 ways we can all pitch in and save fuel at home. What was it, 2 years ago, they spilled 80 million gallons of oil in the Gulf of Mexico. They want me to go to the bathroom in the dark and save 3 cents a year.
So you got colleges coming up. You want to mention anything?
Doing some college dates. Well,
Yeah.
I got a tour of Oregon coming up.
Tour of Oregon.
Oregon's
Oregon's a
I
beautiful
got,
state, by
Baton
the way.
Rouge,
You ever been to
New Orleans,
Oregon?
I've been to Oregon. It's a
Oh, it's a-
lovely state.
yeah, it's a
You've got to
beautiful
get out
state.
of this studio.
No, I've been there.
This shoebox with holes in it that you live in. You've got to get out of here.
Mr. Leno will be at Carnegie Hall Saturday night, and then Points Beyond after
Mechanics Hall in Worcester on Friday.
that. Well, good. Nice to
Daytona
see you
Beach
again.
Day.
Thank you very much, Jay.
And
Jay
there'll be a
Leno,
little
ladies and
something
gentlemen. On the Showtime special, Jay Leno. Look for that. We'll be right back here. My first guest tonight is easily one of the funniest men in America and a good friend of ours. He can be seen on June 13th in concert at the Universal Amphitheater in Los Angeles, California. Please say hello to Mr. Comedy, Jay Leno. Jay Leno. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you, David.
How you doing?
Pretty good, pretty good.
Well, you know what came in the mail yesterday, talking about magazines and people who have things in periodical publications. This is the current issue of Newsweek, June 2nd, 1986. You turn right here to page 70, and there's a giant, very highly complimentary 2-page spread about you right there.
I get so. Well, thank you. Now, what issue is this?
I think it's June 2nd.
You know, I had a thing in Paris, Match, and Pravda today. I didn't even... Now, this is pretty much just for the United States.
North America, yeah, probably
Geez,
so.
I had no idea. I guess I'll have to keep track. You know, you work so much on the road, you can
Well,
hardly
it's
keep
very
track.
impressive.
Yeah.
How about you having a good holiday?
Had a good holiday.
Yeah.
Had a good holiday. Now, were you involved in the Hands Across America thing by any chance?
You know, coincidentally, went right through my living room.
Really?
Yeah.
You know, I watch it. Now, it's a good cause.
Sure, they're trying to feed...
No, it is. But, you know, unfortunately, this is the way people think we affect social change now in America, right? I mean, we hold hands across America. We have a rock concert. We have a comedy show. It's amazing no one has thought to use probably our best tool for social change. Huh? It's called voting. Can we vote once in a while? Huh? I mean, no, wait a minute. I mean, do I really have to stand in a ditch out of my neck and water holding hands with Robert Blake to accomplish something? You know, I watch the news. Now, see, these are all wonderful people that did this. And
Absolutely.
You know, it is a good cause, and all these countries seem to hate us. You know, I turn on the news, all these countries seem so mad at us. Now, we seem like nice people.
Yeah. Why would that be?
Well,
Why do you think they hate
I had
us?
an incident happen to me to make me kind of understand why, especially poor countries don't like us, and it's true. I went into Toys R Us to buy my nephew a present the other day, and I see piled against the wall stacks and stacks of this game, Mr. Potato Head.
Been around,
How do you explain? Yeah, how do
been
you
around for
explain
years,
to
yeah.
people in other countries that in America we grow food for amusement purposes? Imagine trying to explain Mr. Potato Head to some kid from Biafra. See the potato, Kimber? Oh, Kimber, eat potato. No, Kimber. No, Kimber. No. You don't want to eat the potato, Kimber. You put this little hat on it. Oh, Kimber, eat the hat. No, Kimber, don't eat that. No, this is the only country in the world, rather, where we play with food that we grow and food that we make out of chemicals we eat.
Yeah.
I mean, you can take a chicken McNugget, you can bury it in the earth for 500 years. 500 years from now, somebody will dig it up and go, oh, look, a chicken McNugget. Now, what's the thing Burger King has? Now, they have tender strips. Have you seen this?
No.
This is the competing.
Tender strips of chicken?
Yeah. I love to watch Burger King and McDonald's because they always compare themselves to each other. Neither will take the chance of comparing themselves to real food. I tell you something. You can take a box of chicken strips and tender McNuggets, whatever. You can put them right in front of a chicken. A chicken will go in there and go, I see nothing here that offends me. This isn't cannibalism. I can eat this. You know what? What's happening to food? This is a true story. I was in Nashville last week. I had to rent a car. I'm driving down the street. I want to get something to eat. I pull in a Kentucky Fried Chicken. Absolutely true story. I go in there. I tell the girl, let me have 2 breasts and a wing or something. The girl's got the thing, and this is true. She's using the little tongs. She's putting the box. She drops a piece of chicken on her arm, and she goes, ooh, some of it got on me. The other kid comes out. He's got a thing full of sand. Are you okay? You know, a bucket of sand. Well, what's in this stuff? What's in it?
A bucket of sand, huh?
I don't understand.
Yeah. So you're back in New York now.
I'm back here.
And I know you love coming to New York because your first true love is the live theater.
Oh, the live theater.
You get a chance to go to
so many shows.
You get a chance to go to some.
Well, what shows have opened? Cobra just opened here in New York.
Yeah.
What's this about, huh? Another Stallone, huh? What do you think this one's about, David? Maybe a young boy coming of age in a small Midwestern farm during the Depression? You know, why are these movies so violent? Why are they so... You know, we have a VCR. My wife said, let's rent a movie the other night. I said, okay, I'll go down to the tape place to rent a movie. I said, what's a good movie? My wife and I want to watch a movie. This is a true movie. He brings out a tape called Faces of Death.
Oh, I've heard about that.
I heard about
yeah,
this tape,
that's
and I said, no,
grisly.
what
It's
is
horrible.
this? It's a tape of people who have been, like, accidentally killed on camera. You know, the sad thing is, was Dick Clark has bought the rights to this thing. And he's releasing it under the new title, Fatal Bloopers.
Fatal bloopers. Okay, we have to do a commercial here. Do me a favor. Give me a little more Kimba asking for the potato again. One more.
You can't,
let
don't
hear it
mock
again.
me on these things.
We'll do a commercial. We'll be back here. More with now, did you read the article?
Yes, I did. Actually,
Very nice
I read
article.
it between the break.
Yeah,
Yes,
very
I
nice
had a few
article.
moments.
And there's, I'm lucky enough to have a picture of myself in there with you.
You know, I fought with them.
Thank you, I
said,
appreciate
can you
that.
get a picture of my friend?
You
Dave
take a
somehow?"
great picture here. There's several pictures of you. One there working with your motorcycle engine.
yes, I am.
Another with you riding in what looks like a limousine.
Yes, it just
Yeah.
looks like a limousine.
And then they're all nice pictures until you get to the one of me. I look like somebody you'd hire to come in and rake your yard.
Yeah. Well, no, that's a very good picture.
No, I don't take nice
Oh,
pictures.
to see ourselves as others see us.
Anyway, do you
I read this magazine. I
yeah.
read a lot of magazines. You know, I get a kick out of these men's magazines. You know, it's interesting. I guess Playboy and Penthouse, those are supposed to be the pinnacle of
I
the
would
men's
think so,
magazines.
sure.
I like to move along that journalistic food chain to the next level of men's magazines, you know. Not quite as sophisticated. Nugget, Jugs, Beaver, Swank, you know. I mean, not as many articles by Gore Vidal in these particular magazines. You know, it's funny. You look at Playboy and Penthouse, and the women all have that glow, you know. They have that sheen, you know. You get down to that next level, and the women don't so much as glow. Many of them have, like, tire marks across them, you know. You know, one pupil bigger than the other. And
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. One pupil bigger than the other. Neurological problems. Yeah.
And they always have that look on their face like, can I have my money now? Can I have my money now? I'm like, actually, my favorite is
One pupil. Now, what do you suppose
one
would
pupil
cause
bigger
that to
than the
happen?
other. I have no idea. I am not an optometrist. But the best ones are the real lowball magazines.
Do
Argosy.
Kimba again. Come on. Do a
Oh,
little.
Kimba. No, I'm not going to do Kimba. These are great jokes.
Sorry. All right, when you're done with the jokes, let's come back.
Scratches on the back. Anyway, listen. You knew. No, this is a serious journalistic problem.
All right. Okay.
You ever read the real cheap men's magazines?
No, I
Argosy?
don't, Jay.
Or True Men's Adventure? See, True Men's Adventures are the best because they always have depicted on the cover such actual true men's adventures as like U.S. Marines fighting Nazi women in metal bras and panties with machine guns. You know? You remember that big turning point in the war, huh? Bunch of ragtag Marines against Hitler's elite D-Cup squad. You don't read about those battles.
No, you don't. It's a shame, too.
It's a shame. Usually, see, the cheaper the magazine, the more macho the sex, which is an interesting thing for Dr. Ruth, I suppose, or something. See, at least Playboy Penthouse, at least when they show naked people making love, there's no caption. You can pretty much figure out what's going on. You know, the cheap magazines, the men never make love. There's always a macho reason, you know. It's always like, I was captured by the Amazons of Brazil. I had to sleep with them all. They were going to kill my buddy. You know, what a guy. What a man. Takes a special kind of hero.
Yeah. Now, you know, we read in this Newsweek article, and we can pretty much figure out that you're a pretty wealthy guy.
I'm not a wealthy guy. I'm but a simple man who journeys from town to town with tiny skips.
But now I understand you're now a product spokesman?
I am the spokesman for Doritos. Yes.
Doritos.
Yes, Doritos.
People are applauding this?
You know, some guys do it for money. Me, it's just
the love of the product.
The love of the product.
Yeah. Now, this what you said earlier about the chicken McNugget pretty much applies to that.
No,
I would think so. 500 years, I think you could dig these up.
Oh, no, all natural. The Aztecs used to eat these. All natural.
No, thank you very much. I have a show to do.
Yeah.
So, now, will we be seeing you in supermarkets and stuff, and big cardboard cutouts? Jay says, buy them by the bag?
No. I will probably speak to groups of college students and various businesses.
Let me get you a napkin to wipe that stuff off your hands. Here you go.
Why, thank you, David. Delicious.
So then what else?
Boy, I am refreshed. I could go on for another whole segment.
Is it time for What's Your Beef
What's
yet?
my beef?
Yeah.
I got two beefs. This week. One is these experts. You know, like this, well, not obviously the Chernobyl thing is a serious thing, but when these nuclear experts come on Nightline, you ever see these guys, these nuclear guys, they're always great, and they always say the same thing. Of course it's a risk. Nuclear energy is a risk. Everything in life is a risk. You cross the street, you get hit by a car, it's a risk. It's true, it is a risk. But if I get hit by a car crossing the street in New York, they don't tell people in Sweden not to eat vegetables. You know. And I saw something. I'm watching The Tonight Show the other night, and Carson's got Emmanuel Lewis on, you know, the kid from Webster?
Yeah.
And Emmanuel Lewis is taking karate now. And he does a couple of karate moves, and I'm watching this, I'm saying to myself, what kind of moron is going to pick a fight with Emmanuel Lewis? What kind of guy's going to be in a bar? Hey, fellas, watch you say, Lewis! Come on, pretty tough, come on! You know, why bother?
Yeah. You know who might pick a fight with him? Kimba.
Kimba.
Okay, it's time for the plugs. Where are you going? Where are you going to be?
You make it sound so blatant.
Me?
Well, you know, you see, you think just because. Now, you know what? I have 15 cities.
You're going to be at the Universal Amphitheater.
I'll be at the Universal Amphitheater tomorrow. I'm in
June
Grand
13th.
Rapids. You ever been there?
Been to Grand Rapids.
But it's your Gerald Ford Museum.
That's where I was.
I'll be there Friday.
Yeah.
And St. Petersburg, Florida, then Orlando, Florida, and then Valley Forge, Pennsylvania. You were there once with Tony Orlando, weren't you?
No, not in Valley Forge.
No.
Pittsburgh and then
Tuesday,
Baltimore.
Westbury.
Yeah.
See that? Yeah. Then Richmond, Virginia, then Albany, Coliseum Theater, and Monroeville in Pennsylvania.
You've got
Peoria,
a whole
Illinois.
country to entertain, don't you, Jay?
I've got work to do, David. Rather than sit in a desk and do it on TV, I would rather go from home to home and entertain people.
Listen, congratulations on all your success.
All
Nice
right,
to see
thank you very much.
Come back, Jay. We'll pause here. We'll be right back. Kimba. Now, Chris, every time you're on the show, I know there's something eating at you, something under your skin, something chewing at you.
What's our beef?
Yeah, that's right.
What's bugging Mum and Chance?
Yeah, what? Yeah.
Oh, I got a beef here. We've got a beef. It's this new Burger King commercial. Now, we heard this new Burger King commercial. What is this? We're a Burger King town. Now, what kind of selective process is going on here? Well, yes, Mr. Mayor, we'd like to put up a Burger King in your town, but I'm afraid you have too many pimple-faced, pinhead adolescents. Thank you.
Yeah.
Right, guys?
Yeah, okay. Now, you're going to be at the Helen Hayes, right?
We're at the Helen Hayes right now, then we're off to Zanies.
Off to Zanies,
and then,
yeah.
We'll be at Funny Bones for a while. And then we're at Mimo's.
Mimo's.
So,
well, that sounds like a lot of fun. And
yeah,
as
we're
always,
in there. We're punching away.
Sure you are. And terrific job. Very
Thanks very
imaginative.
much.
Ladies and gentlemen, the talents of Mummenschein.
Thank you all.
Nice to see you. Very nice job. Thank you very much. Helmut. Nice to see you. So Ingrid charmed, I'm sure. We'll be right back after this commercial. My first guest tonight is more popular and more powerful than ever before. This man has television deals, he has commercial contracts, he has concert dates all over the world, the most recent being on August 29th at the Holiday Star Theater in Merrillville, Indiana. It's always a pleasure to welcome Mr. Comedy, Jay Leno.
Thank you, David. Fine to see you.
How you doing?
Pretty good. I'm all right, I guess.
Nice to have you here. You seem a little
Coming in last night.
tough. Well, they had the big hurricane.
Big
Was that
hurricane.
a problem when you
Plus,
flew
I
in?
flew on this stupid new plane.
Uh-huh.
The Airbus.
Oh, yeah. The
I mean, this-
A300.
Airbus kind of combines the worst of both forms of travel,
Yeah.
really, when you think. Kind of a flying bus. Who do you meet on a bus, anyway? Escaped mental patients, court-martial GIs, the indigent, the haunted.
The haunted.
The haunted. You know, we got stuck on a bus once. We flew into Denver. We got snowed in. They
Now, you
put-
say we. You mean your
I mean,
entourage?
the other people on
Oh,
the plane
fine.
as well.
So you're
We-
kind of a spokesman for the passengers.
That's right. That's right. Anyway, we were snowed in, and they put us on this stupid Sino cruiser bus, this rolling bad neighborhood. This thing, boy, this thing. The guy next to me's got in one of those pet things, a live syphilis accomplished germ. Gee, the thing was the size of a small dog, and vicious. They had a stewardess on the bus. They tried to make it like a plane. They put a stewardess on the bus. They had Nurse Ratchet running up and down the aisle of this thing. You know what happened to air travel? You know, it used to be elegant. There used to be a
Oh,
certain...
sure. It was the finest way you could travel.
You know, you see the deterioration in services. I mean, I'm looking at Delta. 3 years ago, their slogan was Delta, the airline run by professionals. Last year, it went to Delta, we're ready when you are. You know what the new slogan is? It's the younger slogan. Delta, we get you there. So shut up, sit down. Anyway, I'm on this stupid Airbus last night, and we hit
The
that...
A300.
The A300. We
Built
hit-
by a consortium. I think it was the
Built by the
Germans
French. Yeah,
and the
that's
French.
great. We
Germans,
can't fly over there, but we buy planes from them. Figure that out.
Germans and the French.
Germans and the French.
Yeah.
Anyway, we hit the hurricane. So for the first time in my life, I look at this stupid airline safety card. You know, what a lie. What bogus information that they... Like, it shows what to do in the event of a water landing.
Yeah.
Like the plane will land on the water. You know, it doesn't careen into the sea upside down on fire at 60,000 feet a second. You know, this thing kind of lands on the water, gently kisses the shore, you know, just you know, and they give you the impression, oh, cover your drinks, you don't want to spill that ice when we crash. You know, it's so stupid. Anyway, I start looking at the safety card, and they show you, I mean, the information, it's such a lie. You know, first of all, it's all in pictures, because they assume if you're on this thing, you can't read, apparently. And they show you how to get into the life raft. You know, and everyone is so calm. And they show this picture. They got one guy, he's got his foot in the life raft. He's got the other foot in the wing of the plane. In the diagram, he's helping a young lady in skirt and heels into the lifeboat. This guy would grind his heel into her face to get out of that plane. Look out, sweetheart, I'm out of here. Get that baby out of the aisle. You can't get a guy to hold the door in the subway. Get you out of a burning airplane. Yeah. Across the hole. Then they show the woman. They show the woman in the diagram. She's got spiked heels, and she's stepping into an inflatable life raft. Figure that out. But the last picture is the best. They show the guy on the flotation cushion, you know. And they always have the plane parked on the water off to the side. You know, it's never like going down with a tail end up or anything. It's always parked on the water. And the guy's like this on his flotation. You know, he's got that look on his face like, Gee, I guess we'll be a couple of hours late getting into Kennedy there. But cancel that dinner reservation. Where's that air phone? Did it flow by here? Geez, I want to cancel those dinner reservations. Yeah, geez.
Well, I'm sorry.
So it was a nightmare
A
coming in.
nightmare, yeah. What's going on in the world of news that...
Oh, big fan of the news?
I know you're a big fan of the news.
Oh, I love the news. Well, of course, you know, Andrew and Fergie, I guess, yeah, that's who it is.
Prince Andrew and, what was her name? Ferguson
they're back
Jenkins.
From their...
Sarah Ferguson.
Sarah Ferguson.
Yeah.
They're back from there, honey. You know, I like it when these people pretend to be just like us. You know, like they said she's going back to her job in publishing as a secretary. Nothing will change. Nothing will change. Except maybe her coffee cup at the office says Duchess of Windsor on the side. Oh, I love this new thing that they're doing. The Reagan administration has said they're willing to undergo drug tests. You know, I don't think there's anybody in the Reagan administration doing drugs. You know, you want to scare these people, you bring an IQ test. Oh, boy, then you're going to see some filibustering. Oh, boy, unfair. What did I say?
You're doing some Will Rogers kind of
That's
material.
right, yes. I never met a guy I liked. Playgirl magazine, do you read about this? Kind of a sad note. Apparently, they've declared bankruptcy or something.
Is that right? No, I didn't see
Have you ever read this Playgirl magazine?
I've glanced at it periodically.
You know something? Actually, I think all men should read Playgirl at least once, really. Because, you know, at least I did. You don't really appreciate how silly the women in Playboy and Penthouse must look to women until you look at these guys in Playgirl. Because it's essentially the same magazine. You know, they always try to show the men in natural settings. You know, it's always like, here's Bob working on his dragster nude.
Working on his what?
Dragster.
Nude.
They never show you Bob bending over that exhaust manifold. Ow! Oh, another big childless summer for Bob. Oh, I'm spitting all over me.
A couple hours late getting into Kennedy.
Yeah, a couple hours late. Better get that air phone. Have you ever used that stupid thing?
You know, I've been on planes where people do use them, and every conversation is the same. Hello, honey. Guess where I'm calling from?
The plane.
The plane!
And they have the ad for it. They have the ad for it in the pocket. It says, it shows a businessman, hang on, Jim, while I check my figures. That's what they want you to do. Put the phone down at $10 a minute while this guy checks. And it never works in a storm. It only works if you're going to land on time.
Yeah.
If there's any trouble, I'm sorry, the airphone is out.
Yeah. So what else? What's going on? How are your parents?
They're fine. They're fine, my friend. No, I saw you glance at that car.
We have plenty more leftovers, Jay.
I've seen them. You're in a lot of trouble already. That's why you need me here. It's called a severe diphthong.
Did you bring a severe diphthong?
A diphthong. I'm a speech therapist. Did you know that?
That's not a diphthong.
Well, it's syllabin S or something. That's all I remember.
Syllabin S? No, it was just a mistake.
Mistake would also apply.
Did you bring any of those, what are those snack deals you got going?
Delicious Doritos? I may have some right here.
We'll be right back with Jay Leno. Jay Leno is here tonight. Laurie Anderson is here tonight, and a gentleman who is a cryptozoologist.
Oh, yes.
That's a makeup expert, I think, isn't it?
Yeah.
He collects extinct animals, or whatever they are, like Bigfoot. He hunts for them.
Right.
How are you folks?
Folks are good. I was just up to see them. You know, I
Live in the Boston area, don't they?
Boston area. I just bought my mom and dad. It's one of the great mistakes of my life. I bought them a videotape machine.
It was very nice.
Yeah, you ever try to explain to a woman in her 70s how to use the automatic timer? Well, press the program, Mom, and then, you know, you just get that blank.
Yeah.
When I told my mother, you know what I'm talking about here? When I told my mother you could tape one show while watching another, you would have thought I said men from Mars had landed, Mom. It was like, oh, my God, no. Yes, you can do that, Ma. You tape one. Oh, how can you do that? Oh, you're lying. I'm not lying. It's a machine. My dad used a box it came in to grow hothouse tomatoes, so apparently it's not a total loss. My dad is retired now, which is...
What kind of work did he do when he was working?
My dad was an insurance man. You see, this is the thing, though. You know, so many guys, I see other guys' fathers, they hunt, they fish. You know, they enjoy. My dad, he keeps adding rooms onto the house, you know? My mother keeps screaming, nobody lives here anymore. We don't need a third rumpus room, as my father calls it. You know what he does? He gets up early every morning, and he still writes angry letters to major corporations. This is all he does. I went home for, Easter it was. I went home for Easter, and over the weekend, my father bought that huge box of Kellogg's Sugar Frosted Flakes. You know, it's like a Playhouse. You know, the big giant one. It says on the side of the box, free M&Ms inside, okay? My father did not get his free M&Ms. That's all I hear all through Easter dinner, all the relatives. I don't know who the hell I think they are. You know, these damn companies, I don't know who the hell they're dealing with. I said, why don't you write him a letter? I'll write him a damn letter tomorrow morning. He writes his letter to Kellogg's. He shows me a letter. I said, Dad, I think disembowel is a little harsh. Trying to come to an agreement with these people, I don't know.
But they're feeling good and everything's fine.
They're in good shape. Yeah, they're real good. Yeah. They're real good. At least they were up until this tape date. If you've done anything to harm them, Letterman.
No, everything's fine. So what do you do with your free time? You going to films? You ever go to movies?
No,
No,
I used to like movies. You can't go to them. You know, remember, you used to go to the movies because the people on the screen were like you. You know, like Summer of 42 or Old Yella or something. At least you had a, you know, Old Yella. Didn't you ever have a
Just
dog
like
when you were a
us?
kid?
Old
No, but you
Yeller?
know, you used to go because you had the same feelings as the people. You sit in the theater now, you hear people behind you say stuff. You know, I killed a guy like that once. Will you shut up? You know? I went down to rent a movie the other day. This is the, you know, I don't understand. The movie business to me is an amazing
Crazy,
thing.
isn't it?
Well, I go down there and they have a big thing in the videos. It's wacky, Dave.
Just doing what I can to pad my part here.
That's right. Yeah. That's right. But they have a big display for Heaven's Gate. Here's Heaven's Gate, the biggest bomb of all time.
$42 million it cost to make.
$42 million it cost. It's on sale for $59.95. Now, they couldn't get anybody to see it for $5.
But now, don't you think it's probably a collector's item? That's what they would market it as.
Yeah, for $59, it's going to be a real rare collector's item.
Yes? What's the matter? Nothing.
And, yes?
What's your beef, Jay?
What's my beef?
Yeah.
No, I don't know. You know what my beef... Actually, you know, here's my beef, and this is a good beef. Where's Chris Elliott? You know, he's been doing me on this show.
Yeah, I know. He does a very funny impression of you. Yeah.
But anyway, we live in an age where our technology has far surpassed our ability to use it correctly. I went into the record store right here, the big one down the street here, and I see now on compact disc, Twisted Sister. Okay? I mean, are they doing some subtle musical nuance that I'm missing somehow? And when they sing Scream Your Parents, can I get the full effect on a stereo? Do I really need some kind? I went in the bookstore this afternoon looking around. I see complete works of Shakespeare, $5.95. Right next to it, 101 Things to Do with a Dead Cat, $8.95. I mean, don't you think Shakespeare would be like real mad? Very annoying.
Let's see where you're going to be.
Where I'm going to be?
This is my
Well, do you know
favorite
I'm doing Friday Night Videos?
Friday Night Videos
Brandon.
with Brandon Tartikoff, president of NBC.
Brando, as we
Call him Brando?
Brandy. You know.
Brandy? You call him Brandy?
Yeah, Brandy.
What does he call you?
Mr. Leno.
Yeah.
September 5th.
September 5th. Okay.
And then, you know, I'm going to be in your neck of the woods.
Well, actually, it's not my neck of the woods. It's my home state. My neck of the woods is more in the
No.
central portion of the
I was
state.
speaking of a later neck.
A later neck?
Yeah, your new neck is Connecticut.
No. Or we're you're going to be...
Take it easy, fella.
You're going to be in Merrillville.
There was talk he had been drinking heavily.
Merrillville, Indiana.
Maryville, Indiana.
Yeah. Okay, now that's
in fact,
not...
I just happen to have it right here.
That's not the neck you were talking about.
No, that's one neck. That would be August 29th.
May I
Then
see
on
this?
the 30th. It's
May I
all
see this
printed out right
dossier
here. There you are.
Holiday Star Theater. That's a big place, isn't it?
Oh,
big.
beautiful theater, yes.
And then the Civic Center in Des Moines, Iowa.
That's correct.
And
Thank you
then
very much.
Oakland Music Theater, Wallingford, Connecticut.
And you'll be coming up
another neck.
to attend the performance?
I come up and I'd like to introduce you. I'd like to bring you on stage.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure you do it.
Well, you say that like I wouldn't want to do that.
Now, you really going to come by? Because I'll get some cheese and crackers.
Cheese and crackers. Well, we know you.
I know you show people like that.
We know you get the crackers free, so maybe.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Are we all finished?
I don't know. It's your show.
Well, in that case, I think we are. Jay Leno, ladies and gentlemen.